that's how we introduce them to the products and to the business. But we got to connect with them. And if we're not utilizing social media, there's no connections happening. So I'll turn it back over to you, Brandy.
No, that's so good, and you're right. And I'm going to share something. You made me think of something. But even with you, like you're an ND and your background is, natural medicine, those kind of things. Do you know how many people, even Mike, who's never on TikTok, he follows a couple of like natural doctors, and he'll be like, oh, I saw this video. You got to watch this doctor. You got to watch this. So sharing even that, like sharing parts of your real life, I don't have the comedic bone in my body either. I don't have that. I don't have the dancing bone in my body, and I don't have the let's show some skin to get some views bone in my body either. And so I was really struggling with TikTok because I'm not funny, I'm not dancing, and I'm not naked. So it's like, that's what most of the app is, right? But once you start really digging in and finding some like-minded people on there, your feed becomes full of more like-minded people. And so, yeah, Stephanie Allen, praising God, singing, dancing, acting silly, sharing ideas. I share stuff about God, about positivity. I'm something that's as funny as I can be because I'm not like super funny. I can't do the lip thing when it's a long one. I get so tripped up. Like, oh, and that's another tip I'll give you. So if you see one where you have to like lip sync their words, if you put it on slow-mo, so I'll show you what that means. Okay, so I'm gonna record a TikTok. So right here, these are the speeds of your video. So if you put it on 2x or 3x, while you're recording, the video is gonna play slowly so you feel like an idiot doing it. I'm not gonna lie. You're like talking the words like this and you're slow, but then it puts it together and you're moving a little faster than normal, but it puts your words perfectly. So when it's one that's really long, because I'm telling you, if it's more than a sentence, I can't remember it to match up the words perfectly. So if it's one that's long, if you do it on like 2x, it comes out perfectly, but it says it's slow for you to do it. Does that make sense? So definitely try that. What Sundiata was saying, that was a great tip. I've done some cooking ones. I haven't done one in a while. I haven't been cooking as much as I used to, but what I do, because I've done so many videos now, I go back to my older videos that maybe don't have a lot of views, or I know that's a really good one, and I'm saving them and I'm going to reshare them. So I have 3 right here in my phone to reshare at some point. So what you're doing when you save them, and I'm going to show you one of them. What you're doing when you save them is you go to one of your videos. So we'll go to this video. Go to one of your videos, the 3 little dots down there. You click on that, and if you scroll over, you're going to save it as a live photo.
Ew, that's so gross.
Yeah. Sorry, it's mute. When you save it as a live photo, it saves it to your phone as a live photo. Okay, so we'll go through the motion. This is saving to my phone as a live photo. Okay, done. So then I go to my phone, and right there, it's saved as a live photo, right? So I go to the bottom, like I'm gonna share it, and it pops everything up. And if I scroll down to save as a video, it'll save that as a video, and it removes the big TikTok logo that's up in the left-hand corner. Okay, so it still has the really small TikTok logo down in the bottom right-hand corner, but if I go to edit and I go to crop, I can crop that up and completely remove the TikTok logo off there. Now there's 0 TikTok logos on my saved TikTok video. So now I can reshare that on TikTok and it won't be putting logo over logo. And Instagram has changed a little bit. And Instagram, if you're uploading a TikTok to your Instagram Reels, it's taking the sound away because they're not wanting to promote another platform on their platform. I get it, makes sense. So what you do, if you do what I just showed you and remove any traces of it being from TikTok, it doesn't affect you putting it on your Instagram as a reel. Brilliant. But so a good example, like Sundiata was saying, I mean, this is so simple, you guys. Hold on.
Have to stop eating fast food every single day. Spending money on food is still spending money, FYI. I'm talking to those of us who Postmate a $5 meal for 20 bucks. Come to Food TikTok and let me take care of you with some delicious and easy recipes.
So I did a recipe making chicken salad and I gave them all the steps of chicken salad. And I found that sound when I searched food TikTok. And I found that sound. I have other ones that I've done. I think he was talking about my muffin one. I might need to connect to the internet. Hold on. Sorry, we just got here last night. So she'll get me connected. She's gonna get me connected and then I'll show you that. Another way I do, so when I do the recipe ones, I either do it in short clips. So I'll do like one step of the recipe, do a quick video, I'll stop it. And then I'll pick it back up on the next step, do a short clip, put my phone down, pick it up on the next step, and it puts the videos together like how that one just like went from scene to scene. Or I'll do it on the fast speed. What do you think of that taste? It's strong, right? My TikTok's not loading. If you do it on the fast speed, like I showed you, so like the 3x one, and you just set the video up while you're cooking, it has you like moving really fast. But then I put the words in the recipe on there with music. So there's so many different ways to get creative with food videos on TikTok. So if you like to cook, if you like to bake, whatever you like to do, share that on TikTok or on Reels on Instagram because people follow for that stuff. People like to see, they like to get recipes. I mean, I'm someone who likes to cook. I like to go get recipes off of Pinterest. I'll see something on TikTok or Instagram and save it. If you have a cleaning hack you find, or my gosh, even your clothes. Do you know how many people I see on Instagram and TikTok that go, when you go try on clothes, they do little videos from the dressing room asking people's opinion, or take pictures. You guys, take pictures in the dressing room of outfits you're trying on and post those in your social media, asking people to give you their opinion on which one they like better. Even if you didn't buy any of them, next time you go try on clothes, do that because people love to give you, people love to give you their opinion on things. Okay, so you can get super, super, super creative with your social media and still be true to yourself. Okay. My brain is legit fried. Instagram stories. I do a lot of little snippets of our life in Instagram stories. So if you don't know our story, we're staying at Mike's ex-wife's house right now. Lots of jaws are probably going to drop because most people don't live like that or do that. I know they're sitting on the couch there together while I'm doing a training. Like, that's our life. And so we were all together at the funeral all day today. And so most people can't wrap their heads around that because most blended families don't act this way. And we didn't act this way for years. It took a lot of work and fights and tears and arguments and things to get us here. So I'm sharing that in my story. I'm doing little snips of stories about blended family life. We're staying at my sister wife's house and all the things. So share little snippets of your day, whatever that may be, in your stories on Instagram and Facebook, because then people feel like they know you. People can relate to you. They feel like they get like an insider look at your life. Someone to follow that's really, really, really good at this is Rochelle Coakley. I'll type her name in the chat. I mean, she shares so much of her life in her stories. Like, she does such a good job. But RA's. I think that's how you spell her last name. She'll come up, even if it's wrong, you'll find her. But she's a good person to follow because she's really good at that. She's really good at giving you just little tiny glimpses throughout the day of her life. They're buying a house right now. She's talking about that. She's got 2 under 2 and they live in an RV. So she gives you little snippets of what her day is like. So do that no matter what your day. If you're working in an office, talk about sitting in your office all day. Monica, you're back at work. You should be talking about that. When you get a minute, shoot a quick video, even if you can't upload it till lunchtime. Talk about like, man, I miss those days being home on my couch working from my phone. Like, I can't wait to do that full time. Whatever you can say without getting yourself in trouble at work. But how many of you are sitting in an office right now wishing you were on a beach? And put a poll. How many, that's not anything negative about your job. How many people will be watching that from their desk like, girl, I wish I was on a beach right now. I don't want to be in an office. So show little bits of your day all the time. So these were really good. I'm glad. I think Monica, you kicked this whole thing off. I'm glad that was good. Anyone else? So if you were late getting on here, I opened this saying that because of our day today, I didn't put together a training. I just wanted to kick off March with whatever you guys feel that you need. So if anyone has questions, anything you'd like me to touch on, anything, even if it's specific to your business, I kind of want you guys to have the floor today. Don't all unmute at once. If no one has anything, that's okay. No?
Hey, Brandy, I don't have anything on that, but I do want to say thank you for getting on today. Even with Mike's mom's funeral, your other mother, I want to thank you because I know how challenging personally that is. Because I just buried my mother on Saturday.
Yes.
So, but I do feel that no matter what you're going through, you can still show up for yourself. So I do want to thank you for at least giving us the opportunity to still have this this time, because we still need to show up for our business and ourselves and our dreams and goals. So thank you, just from me to you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for that. And I love you for that. And you know, prayers to you for your mom as well.
Thank you. You do as well.
You're welcome. But you know, you guys, that's a great example that no matter what's going on, and I mean, I didn't look at my phone in the church, but on the way to and from, I was responding to potentials. My phone was blowing up today with all the work I put in yesterday, and I was still responding to everybody. I'm still working. I'm still showing up. I'm still doing my business, even though we've had a rough day. And so it was a good day. It was an emotional day, but it was a good day. And you can still show up. You can still, I think that's one of the biggest things that we let happen is we let life is gonna happen, you guys. It's gonna happen. No matter what, you can't avoid it. Something's gonna happen. And so you can either let that get in your way and take you out, or you can push through it knowing that everything you're doing is gonna make your life easier. And Mike and I have been really reflecting on that since his mom passed away, that you guys, you know, with everything we've faced in the last month, with moving out of our house because of mold, with my health issues, Mike lost his mom, he lost one of his really good friends, we're bopping around in Airbnbs, we did a 17-hour road trip to Ohio. With all those things, we were like, wow, we need to sit and pause and look at how grateful we are that we have this opportunity and that we do this full time for the work we put in the past couple of years. Because had we had full-time jobs, we would have had to have gotten permission to even take off work to come to Ohio. And that being said, we normally drive straight through 17 hours. This time we stopped for 3 nights. We stayed somewhere 3 nights. We drove like 5 or 6 hours a day. We took our time getting here. We're staying here till at least the 14th. We don't have any end date that we have to be back. And if we worked full-time jobs, it wouldn't be that way. We would have had to drive right in quickly, get in, get out, do the funeral and leave. And we don't have to do that. And we are so blessed and grateful that we have this opportunity. And so we need to all remember that and know that as a leader, our teams need us to show up. I didn't want to do a training today. I'm exhausted. My brain hurts. My head hurts. My brain hurts. My body hurts. I didn't want to get on here and do a training. And you guys have heard me say that in the past. But you still have to show up. And that's part of leadership, is that you do still have to show up. If you have even one distributor under you, you have to show up. You have to show up daily in your posting, in your social media. You have to be the example, putting in the customers and the distributors. You have to be on the trainings. If you're not hosting your trainings on your own yet, you have to be on the trainings, because you cannot expect your team to show up and do any of that if you're not doing it. And, you know, Mike's mom is a great example. You know, I didn't even fully realize this woman's been in my life for 6 years. God bless you. I didn't even fully, oh my God, sorry. I didn't even fully realize what a powerhouse she was in network marketing until recently. I mean, this woman was speaking on the stage in front of 10, 15,000 people, doing events with Jim Rohn and Bill Bailey. That is Mike's mom. So she would have probably smacked me from above if I didn't show up tonight, right? So we've got to always do that. And Mike and I actually talked today about incorporating some of you guys into the trainings to help you guys. And Monica, my team knows that I do that. I throw you guys into the fire, because that's how you become better leaders. And so working on trying to incorporate you guys into more the Wednesday night trainings, the Saturday night trainings. So don't be surprised, some of you, if I start asking you to help out with some of these trainings, because the more you do that, the more it helps you develop and grow as a leader. Because at some point, you're going to be a diamond, double, triple presidential, and you're going to be doing these. You're not going to be getting on mine as much. You might sometimes, but you're going to be doing these for your own teams. And it also, you have to show up. So thank you, Sylvia. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. All right. Anyone else have anything they want to throw in, or questions you have, or something you need help with? No? Yes? No? Maybe so? Okay.
I have. How do I sell stuff? How do I get people to buy this without having tried any of the products? I keep getting that. So you use it. Well, no, not yet. Well, then why do you want me to buy it? Because it's got good reviews and there's lots of people that do, and there's doctors and nurses and lawyers and judges. Oh my.
So that's a great question, Bonnie. And I'm going to give you an answer. And then if anyone else wants to throw their 2 cents in there, please feel free to unmute. So I think one of the easiest ways, especially Bonnie, you are connected to me, and you and I are in the same circles, and we are very like-minded. So I think you jump into that saying, you know, I followed this girl. I've been friends with this girl on Facebook. I don't even know how long we've been friends. I've been friends with this girl on Facebook. I trust her and her opinion on products. And I decided to jump into this company because I trust she does her research. And so I think you start that. Then going into, obviously, you need to try the products. We got to get you trying products. One of the simplest ways, if you haven't yet, is to send yourself a sample, because you have the 7 samples. Send yourself a Skinny Brew and a Sleepy Tea sample. And that way you can say you've tried them. But I don't even get asked that, because I talk about the product so much. I don't get asked that. Anyone else have anything they want to throw in to help her?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep.
One thing I would recommend, collect stories. In the beginning, when we got started, we didn't have any stories. So we had to collect stories of people, you know, and that may require kind of, and for all of us, getting out of our comfort zone and building new relationships with folks, right? So for example, when we got started, you know, our organization was running so fast, but there were people in work that we had to look to, like, okay, oh, she talked about this particular product. This is what the wrap did for her and what I do. Because remember, we had to wait to get our products first, right? So the very first day, you're already talking to people about it, but you have to find stories and testimony. So So what I would suggest is one, like Brandy said, you have to get your own story. But in the meantime, like our team now has so many success stories. Like, shoot, even me, like we're doing this 90-day challenge. I'm down 13 and a half pounds since we started, right? And why I'm excited about that is because a lot of times, ladies, fellas kind of turn up their nose because we sometimes, depending on what we lead with, right? So we lead sometimes with the wraps or whatever. But guess what? I've been using the slimming gummies, the skinny tea, and Thermofite every single day. So Thermofite is like my pre-workout. So now you have something that you can actually talk to guys about. Or if you're talking to a lady and you can say, hey, we have products that can help your husband with his fitness and all that stuff. So we've got stories. Now it's just a matter of collecting them and using them. That's what we did. We did in the beginning. We just found stories, made sure they were credible. And that's one thing that Pam does really well is she vets whatever stories and posts she sees online. Because sometimes you can see somebody post something and then later on you find out, well, it's contrary to what they posted. But again, our team, this team right here, we have so many success stories when it comes to the product. So you're not lacking there. It's just a matter of you not being afraid to share those stories, right?
No, that's really good. And I think, Bonnie, for you, I listening to Sundiata talk, I had a couple ideas for you. So because your following is so much like mine, yours might even be a little stronger in that natural minded community than mine. Why don't you start with the celery and the greens and focus on those, because there's like so much proof that celery juice really works and has all these benefits. So if you start posting about the celery, it's organic, it's an amazing product. You could talk about the benefits of celery juice. You could talk about celery. And if someone asks you if you've tried this product, you could be honest and say, no, I haven't tried it yet, but I've juiced celery in the past. And to talk about the comparisons. I just shared this with the potential today. So if you juice celery, A, you have to purchase a juicer, which is not cheap. B, you need to find organic celery, okay? And it's anywhere from $2.99 to $4.99 a stalk of one organic celery, okay? And if you're doing it a day, every day for 30 days, for one person to juice one stalk of organic celery a day, it's like $80 to $100 a month. Our just celery powder, our just celery powder is 30. You what?
Sorry, my son.
Oh, it's okay. Our celery powder is $39 for a month's supply. It's organic, freeze dried, and cold pressed. He's cute. So
Thank you.
literally, that is a product you could talk about without having to have your results.
No.
Yes.
No.
Hit mute.
No way.
Stop hitting mute.
Oh my gosh.
No way.
He wants to talk. He wants to sell some celery.
Yeah, he does.
So,
Her name's not
but
Steve.
that's something you could talk about with confidence because you know celery juice has benefits.
No fruit.
Shh, Baba.
He's like, I want to participate. So, and then the other one is the greens. So the greens have 30 plus fruits and 30 plus veggies and superfoods, balances, alkalies, and detoxifies your body. So you can talk about, you have a very active toddler. You can talk about how many moms have a toddler that's not eating any veggies. Okay, I did everything right food-wise with my older two. I did everything right with Anya. I breastfed her till she was 3. She didn't have sugar till she was like 2. She ate all the veggies. She turned 2.5, 3 years old, and she won't eat anything. I literally cannot get this child to eat anything. And chicken nuggets and bread are like her staple in fruit. Bread, chicken nuggets, and fruit is what my 4-year-old lives off of. Okay. I struggle with that because I know she's not getting what she needs. Maybe I can get a piece of broccoli down her throat once a month. That's it. So the greens The greens are a great way for me to know she's at least getting something in there. She's at least getting something good. So Bonnie, you can talk about the greens. You don't have to have tried them. Just look at what's in them. And with kids, I mean, I make them in muffins. I make her milkshakes. I make popsicles. I just mix it with almond milk and she drinks it. So maybe instead of being overwhelmed by all the products, those are two great ones that you can talk about without having to have results. And if you go look up, It Works Just Celery on Pinterest, you can see all the before and afters, all the images to use. Like, I mean, I sell a ton of celery. So that would be my advice. I would focus on those. And I think, Bonnie, we have till tomorrow to finish out your shopping spree. So we really want to work on that, but I would really try and work on some celery and greens. Felicia, do you want to say something? Oh, I didn't know if you were raising your hand. She's like, no. Does that help, Bonnie? Even if you can't unmute, I get it, but just jump in the chat. Does that help?
No, yeah, that helps. That is so much simpler than I make everything so complex. I don't get it. But yes, that's perfect. Thank you.
Brandy, can I
welcome.
add something to her? Can I add something? Hey, this is Brandy.
Yeah.
So Bonnie, that's your name, right? Did I say that right, Bonnie?
Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Bonnie, when you speak to people, see, people don't question what they feel is assurance. See, you're 100%. Not selling. See, yeah. So when I lead, I don't lead with product. I lead with branding. See, you're selling Bonnie. So whatever I say, because I am the expert, it doesn't, like, people know when you're shaky about what you're talking about. Just like, back in the day, well, not back in the day, I used to do, when I was just getting out of college, I had to work for a customer service center. And the moral of the story is they told us to answer the phone and smile. And I said, I'm not doing that. What I like a fool answering the phone and smiling. But the concept behind this was that people can feel your energy when you open up your mouth. I don't talk about things that I don't have knowledge of. So what I do, I have like a little folder of all the products. Now, the ones that I mainly use, I talk about them more. But when you smile, let me go back to the phone. So when you smile and answer the phone, they feel your energy and they want to talk to you. You're like, okay, they can feel it, right? Even when I'm mad at people, if I smile right to this day, it changes the whole energy and vibration on the phone. Okay. So as you're leading with yourself and not the product, moving forward, you just use what Brandy says. And you talk sure. So have you used the product? It's all about conversation. Have you used the product? And when they ask you, yes, I've used some products, and according to yes, I've used the products, and based on what I've seen in the clinical studies, 90 days, you're sure to see some type of progress. So what have you taken? Well, I've taken the Skinny Brew coffee, and the some of my teammates, then you start throwing in everybody else. But you got to talk sure. Tell the people what's in some of the products that you're sure of. They're gonna stop wanting to know, did you take it? And once you tell them about the clinical studies, the 90 days, and you got some that are very, want to be, a-holes or whatever, but you disregard all that. Just go in sure that you're going to sell this. You're going to get your 6. If you haven't gotten, you got your 6. So just go in like, I got this sale, get 3 or 2 products that you are sure of. Once they hear that you know what you're talking about, they're going to trust you moving forward. Do you think that every car salesman knows about every car on the lot? All they know is that they're going to pick a few cars to know about, and they're sold, and they can sell any other car on the lot. That's how I do it. Thank you so much.
So good. Okay, so playing off what she said, she brought up the clinical studies. You could sell the gummies without ever even having tried them, especially Bonnie with your following, because we have a clinical study tied to it. So you could be like, no, I haven't tried them yet. They just came out recently, but let me show you this clinical study. That's all they need to know. So I can't take the gummies anymore because of this crazy diet I'm starting for my health. I legit can't take anything but the collagen and the celery. Okay, so let's have a moment of silence for all my It Works products that I can no longer have because I'm kind of salty. But I'll be able to have them again at some point. Do you think I'm going to stop posting about them? No. Think I'm going to stop selling them? Nope. So, Bonnie, you could do celery, greens, and you could do the gummies because you can talk about the clinical study. No, I haven't tried it yet, but I was so impressed by this clinical study they had that I knew I could sell them right away. And guys, this is kind of a blessing and a curse, but what Brandy said, people can feel your confidence in recruiting, in the products, in everything. And it's like a double-edged sword because you don't have the confidence when you're first starting. So you've got to fake it till you make it. You got to sit on that phone smiling like Brandy said. But you'll notice as you rank up, as you get more customers, we have a new girl on the team, Carly. I don't think she's on here tonight. Carly got like 3 customers in her first day. And she was like, oh my God, this is like playing the lottery. I'm addicted. This is so much fun. Her confidence went up. People can feel that. So it kind of sucks that the higher you go, the more you rank up, the more customers you get, the more people believe you and listen to you. But it is what it is, and you got to fake it till you make it. But I think, Monica, do you want to say something? Oh, I saw you do something. Oh, that was little man. I didn't see him there. I just saw the hand. So once you hit Ruby, once you get your shopping spree, once you do those things, you get a little swag in your step. You get a little skip in your step. I'm telling you, I watched Bianca, I watched Monica, I watched these girls, Amy, I watched them hit Ruby and hit Emerald, and their whole demeanor changed because they had more confidence. And then I went Diamond, and people started paying attention to me more. Potentials, people on social media, they started listening to me. We've now been here 2.5 years, and people are paying attention to me more. Like, oh, wow, she's really sticking with this. Oh, wow, they're really doing this. So the beginning is a lot of faking it till you make it, smiling through those questions, those no's. But I'm telling you, the more you believe, Brandy is dead on that, the more people will believe you and stand behind you. What? I think you're done. I think you should have eaten some dinner or you wouldn't be hungry. So Bonnie, I hope that helped.
Yes, yes, it did help.
Okay,
Thank
good.
you so much.
You're welcome. And we need to connect tonight or tomorrow and see where we're at with your customers so we can try and help you get those before, because I think tomorrow is your last day. I have to double check.
Okay.
All right. Anyone else? This was good. This flowed really well. You guys had some good stuff. You want water?
I just want to add to that when you talk to people about the products, like a lot that's been helping me is dropping that before and after picture when I'm initially starting that conversation, just so they can see, oh, there are results, so that I'm not just throwing some numbers at them or just having a conversation with them. Seeing the photos of before and afters is helping a lot too. Even if it's just in my stories, but even just when I'm having that one-on-one conversation, I was like, hey, would you like to see some before and after pictures? And they love it. So put them in your stories and then send them during those conversations that you're having with people.
100%. And I do a lot of that gummy post, you guys. The gummy post that I just did yesterday, literally, it's a pretty picture of gummies on a cutting board. And it says, testers needed. If you could chew 2 gummies a day that are clinically proven to shrink bloated fat cells and lower your BMI, would you? I have 18 comments on it. I had someone do it as a host post, and there's like 50 comments on this host post. So throwing that up there every now and then, I do that like once a week. I always get engagement, always. So doing those, putting those up there, and even Bonnie, like, I know you run into a lot of what I run into where we have a very natural minded following and they question every ingredient and they're a pain in the ass. But Sundiato's laughing because he knows it's true. They're literally like, I had someone ask me about the glycerin in our old shoes. Most people don't even know what glycerin is. Okay. So I'm finding that while my following is mostly that, I'm expanding out and I'm adding moms that aren't quite as natural minded. And multiple things are going to happen. A, they're going to be interested in the product, but B, they're going to learn something from my page because I'm going to teach them the natural minded way to do things. So Bonnie, I think for you, You're in that bubble. I think you need to expand your world a little bit and not have it be so like hardcore, the type of person you and I are. And that's hard to do, but that's my advice for you. Okay, those were good tips, everybody. Anyone else have anything?
I was just gonna add one more thing. I agree with you on what you're saying with Bonnie. I think she just needs to know her audience. Certain products she might not be successful with, so she just has to know her audience and focus on just those couple of things, and try, instead of trying to like throw everything out there to people, especially like you said, those natural, I mean, all our products are natural and people don't really know that, but just sticking with those couple of ones that, you know, she'll be comfortable understanding and explaining to people is going to help her, instead of throwing everything out there, hair, skin, and nails, and the Dr. Nassif line and everything. They're not going to bite on that. So she just has to focus in on two things and just always talk about them, and she's gonna take off.
100%. No, that's a great tip. And that's a good example of that. I can't take like 4 or 5 of the products. Well, I can't take anything now, but I couldn't take like 4 or 5 of the products before because they have a B vitamin in them that I can't take because I have MTHFR. So like Bonnie, I know most of your following is well versed in MTHFR. So I just don't talk about those products, right? I sometimes talk about the Skinny Brew. I used to all the time. I don't drink it anymore. I talk about the keto coffee. Now, there's also faking it till you make it, even though, you know, you're not drinking it right now. You can take a picture and talk about drinking, you know, coffee and fake it till you make it. But I would tell everybody when you start, send yourself some of the samples because they're free. They're in there. Go into the app and whatever, I don't know if the Skinny tea is in the samples now. I haven't looked, no. So Skinny Brew and Sleepy Tea, send those to yourself so you can try them. Because then you can have a story. You can say what they taste like. You can say what they do. It doesn't cost you anything because you already have those samples. Okay. And opportunity, you guys, opportunity is the best product we have. So you don't have to talk about the physical products you consume. Talk about the opportunity. Talk about making money. Looking for people that want to make money. Looking for people that want to change their life. Looking for people that everybody could use extra money. Even people who are doing well love multiple streams of income. That's why they're doing well. Everybody can use extra money. Mike and I are doing well. We've got multiple streams coming in, and I'm the first person. If I have a chance to do an affiliate program or something, I mean, if I'm going to wear a t-shirt, I want to get paid on it from the boutique I'm wearing it from. So even someone who like, you look at us and be like, oh, they're doing good. They don't need anything extra. Heck yeah. If you've got an additional stream of income that complements what I do, I'm going to look at it. So everybody needs extra money. And so it's just talking to that right person, getting them to understand, you know, how and why they should do this. We are like this close to finishing that website. I'm waiting on 2 things, one from someone else and one from me. I just haven't done yet. But I'm going to have that recruiting website done for you guys by the end of this week. And so that'll be a really powerful tool for you guys to use. I said in the chat the other day, nobody took me up on this, but anybody that wants to send me a 10-second video, 10 seconds. It can be about product or opportunity. And I would love to have, so I need 6 people to send me a 10-second product testimony and 6 people to send me a 10-second opportunity testimony. If you want to send, if I only had a few people doing 20-second, whatever, but I was going to make a TikTok and I was going to post it and then save it like I showed you and cut out all the TikTok logos and make you guys a video that you could use that's all testimonies. So a couple people doing just a quick, you love this, oh my God, I love Skinny Brew. It tastes amazing and I've lost 20 pounds while drinking it. Everybody should be drinking this. 10 seconds. Send me that in a video of yourself. Oh my God, I found this opportunity 2 years ago. I've paid off 6 credit cards and I've been able to be home with my kids. This is amazing. 10-second opportunity. Send me those and I'm going to put together a video that you guys can use, a tool that you guys can use. You guys just got to send me the footage I need to do so. Cool. So anyone who wants to do that, all right, cool. Brandy's gonna send me one tonight. Felicia, you have a testimony on celery from the doctor. Now we can't make medical claims, so be careful saying the doctor, but give me a testimony about the celery and about how you have autoimmune issues and the celery has just helped you so much with X. Okay, so all of you guys send those, and I want to do 2 videos. I want to do a product one and an opportunity one, and they'll be generic, and any one of you can use them. You can upload them on your reels and your stories, on your TikToks, all the things. So I try to do as much of that, like that's sharing your stories. If you have not shared your story with me, and there's several of you on here that haven't, that have been here a little bit, send me your story. So if you want to know what you should send me, go look at my Facebook or Instagram. Instagram's probably easier to find them because the grid. But go look at my Instagram. I shared the Fergusons yesterday or the day before. So you send me your story. It doesn't have to be pretty. It can be, just put it in your words and I will clean it up. I've changed, every one of you that sent me a story, I changed your stories. I didn't change your story, but I changed your words. And so I just made them flow a little differently. I made little tweaks. I will help you with your story and then I post it for you. And then you take that post and run. Every story I've shared, literally go look at my Instagram. Every story I've shared on my Instagram, you guys copy and share those. Copy the words, copy the pictures. Those are your teammates, whether they're someone I sponsored, Monica sponsored, Sundiata sponsored, Panya sponsored, Nia, it doesn't matter. We are all one team. So I'm getting a lot of traction from sharing your guys' stories. And when I'm sharing stories of a man, a couple, someone who looks like Panya, someone who is from the Philippines like Nia, someone who is our mascot like Anton, I don't even know how to describe him. When I'm sharing everybody's stories, people on my Instagram are scrolling and saying, oh, that girl looks like me. Oh, that's a couple. Oh, they're relating to that because everyone's not gonna relate to me. Everyone's not gonna relate to Monica. Everyone's not gonna relate to Sundiata. But when you share the stories of the people on the team, someone's gonna relate to that and they're gonna reach out to you. So don't feel like you have to create everything on your own. Get out of your own way. I mean, my team, Bonnie, I say that to you all the time. I say that to my team all the time. You guys get out of your own way. Don't overthink it. Don't overcomplicate it. Don't feel like you have to come up with all this content on your own. We put out so much content for you. Take that content until you get to the point where you're flowing with content on your own. A lot of my content, you guys, and I've said this before, I'm taking from other leaders and just switching it up and making it about me. I steal from Amber Parker and Rochelle Coakley every week, every single week. And I take their post, I copy their words, I put them into Facebook and I change it. I keep some of it, but I change it and I make it my words, my voice, my story, but with their body. The body of the story is from them. So don't feel like you can't do that. You can do that to any of us. If it is on social media, it is fair game. Yeah, Amber's always got good stuff. Rochelle too. Rochelle shares her story every single day. I don't do it every day. I try every other day, maybe. She shares it every single day in the most thought out, like articulate way. So I steal her stuff all the time. No shame. So don't feel like you have to be a certain rank. You have to speak a certain way. We put so much out there for you. Take it, run with it. Good. All right. Anyone else have anything? No? All right. Yes, my dear. You can go give Landon a hug, then I'm going to get you to bed. All right. So we're going to go get our little ones to bed. Everyone's like mentally exhausted in our house today. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I did forget to start recording. I didn't record till like 10 minutes into it, so I missed the beginning, but I did record this. So I will get the recording to you guys for anyone who couldn't be on here. And then I want to do a new distributor training. Let me get with Mike and see Thursday or Friday. I just want to jump on for anyone who's within their first 60 days and just go through all the things. Writing your story, Connect app, questions like Bonnie had. I feel like a lot of new people, if we don't launch them properly, some people launch and take off on their own and they don't need us, but some people really need the extra help. So I'd like to start doing weekly new distributor trainings. That's where I would ask some of you to maybe help me with those. So we can come up with an outline and you guys can help just do them. But so anyone who's interested in that, let me know if you'd be interested in helping with any of the trainings, because there's only one of me. But I think the more we're bringing new people in, if we can launch them properly, they're going to stick around longer and they're going to be more successful. So we need to collectively all do that together. I'll do the first couple, but if anyone wants to jump in and start taking over, that would be fantastic. Okay. All right, guys. I'm gonna go get little ones to bed. Hope you guys have a great night. I'll let you know if we're gonna do tomorrow or Friday for the training, and then we'll see everybody on Saturday.
Thank you, Brandy.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you. Thank you.
Good
Good
night.
Bye, guys. Bye, little man. Bye.